grandemente porque como desde el 2003 que mi papá ya no está, entonces...
The money we receive from Pura Vida has been very helpful for my family because my sisters are now able to continue in high school because my mom is able to free up money for them. If I didn't have the help of Pura Vida, I wouldn't be in college at all. I would have stayed in high school, received my diploma, and be at home doing weaving and working in agriculture, and my sisters wouldn't be able to continue in school. My goal is to complete my bachelor's degree in social work and move to Chichicastenango. Then I'd like to set up programs for the local Mayan women so that they can find out how they can improve their lives.
Since 2002, Pura Vida and many student sponsors have helped over 500 Guatemalan children get a better education. Today, there are 335 students in the program, including 133 males and 202 females. 25 of the students are at the university level. In many cases, these students have gone much further than anyone anticipated. Patricia is one of these students. She needed a replacement sponsor to help her finish her university education, and we feel very excited to sponsor Patricia. This is our first year sponsoring her. From her letters, she seems like a very bright student. She never received any art lessons, but she's an amazing artist. She's currently studying for a degree in social work at the university level. She really wants to give back to her community.
Pues realmente
When we heard about Pura Vida, I applied and received my scholarship. It was a tremendous help for my parents, since there are 3 girls in the family. We were able to buy school books and supplies. My parents' dream for us was to have a good education, since they didn't have much themselves. My grandparents never went to school. My mom only went to 3rd grade. I never met my father. He was in agriculture. I found out about Pura Vida through the pastor in Camancha. My mom applied for a scholarship. I started in the program in the 8th grade, and now I've been in the program 8 years. Pura Vida has been very helpful to me because I am able to pay for my bus fare, buy my books, and pay for required school projects. If I didn't have the help of Pura Vida, I wouldn't be in college at all. I would have stayed in high school, received my diploma, and be at home doing weaving and working in agriculture, and my sisters wouldn't be able to continue in school. Every day I get up around 6 in the morning. I do a little bit of housework and weaving, and then at 1 o'clock I go to school. I live in a village outside Guatemala City, and it takes me a couple of hours to get to the university in Guatemala City by bus. So I get there around 4:30, and my classes go from 5 to 8:30 in the evening, and then I come home around 10:30 and do some homework. On the weekends I help my mom in the cornfield. Then I go help women in different communities in Guatemala City, running workshops to show them what they can do with their lives, such as weaving. My passion is to go to rural communities and hear the people's stories. Also, doing artwork is my passion. I do my artwork on weekends. My art lets me express what I think and feel. I love being able to talk to the women and hear more about what they have going on in their lives. I always try to capture the essence of people. A few days back, I was talking to a lady regarding what we use in the communities. For example, we no longer use clay. The woman told me we didn't used to see plastic in our communities because plastic harms the environment. Back in the day, we used to create our own jars of clay to carry our water. It was hard to get, so we valued our water. Nowadays, people don't appreciate water because they can simply go to the store and purchase a bottle of water. Then they leave the plastic trash with starch to destroy my community.
Pues mi abuela se llama Candelaria Shiloh. ¿Tiene un poco, Nablita? 64 años.
My grandma's name is Candelaria Chilo. She's 64 years old, and she's alone because my grandfather passed away about a year ago. She stays alone here, but we come back twice a year to see her during Holy Week and during the December break. She dedicated her time to embroidering textiles. She can't do that much anymore due to her eyesight. I used to live here when I was little and don't have many memories. We were here with my grandparents, my 2 sisters, my mom and dad. In 2003, my father disappeared. My other grandma stayed alone in the village. We went to live with her so that she wouldn't be alone. I was living here with my other grandma when the pastor gave us the opportunity to submit our application to Pura Vida. In 2008, we submitted the application, and it wasn't until a few years later, when I was in the 8th grade, segundo básico, that I received the news that I was approved for the scholarship.
Muchísimas gracias por ayudar a mi nieta, dice. Que teníamos 5 o 6 años cuando mi papá desapareció, cuando ya no tuvimos papá. Muchas gracias por darle ayuda a esta niña.
5 years ago, my husband Mike and I created the Hope Endowment Scholarship. Our desire was to help high-achieving Pura Vida students who wanted to continue on to college but didn't have the funding to do so. The scholarship was set up to cover the first 3 years of college, which would ensure that they would receive an associate's degree in college. We were thrilled to find out that the 5 kids who have gotten the scholarship so far all have dreams of continuing beyond this point and going to receive their entire college degree. So we've worked with Pura Vida to try to find ongoing sponsors who can help them go beyond that 3rd year and make sure they're able to achieve their educational dreams. A few years ago, we had the honor of meeting with Patricia for the first time. She had just received the Hope Scholarship and was starting her 1st year of college. We were blown away by this young woman. She's bright and ambitious and enthusiastic about what she's doing. She has a passion for helping her community and the people of Guatemala. We really adore her. She's become a part of our family. We have her artwork hanging in our house. We write letters and we visit with her when we're down in Guatemala. And even though she's moved beyond the Hope Scholarship and has a new sponsor taking her through the remainder of college, we still keep in touch with her because we're really excited to see what she does with her future. We know she's going to do amazing things.
Creo que una sorpresa muy grande.
During my 1st year of college, I received a Hope Scholarship and developed a special connection with Laura Richards and her family. It was very surprising and special for me because I knew my earlier sponsors only through letters and was never able to meet them. Getting to know Laura and her family and the great work they are doing for our community is really wonderful. I feel like they became my family. I want to say thank you to Pura Vida for helping me all these years, because with my education, I've been able to get to know more people and explore more of what I can do. My dream is to help women in my community and help my mom and my sisters financially once I get a good job. Also, thank you very much to the groups who come down to help my community by building homes and providing education, especially for girls.
To date, we've had over 500 students participate in our scholarship program. That gives us a lot of opportunity to better understand the kinds of success they've encountered in their time, both in the program and as they've left the program. In days ahead, we're going to do a lot more with measuring their outcomes and the efforts we've expended on their behalf and the efforts they have expended, and especially paying attention to what success looks like in Guatemala from their perspective for purposes of improving the kind of work that Pura Vida does.
Our success is made possible by many different individuals. On the ground in Guatemala, our staff handles the day-to-day interactions with students. Our students, of course, we expect to work hard and push the limits of what they and their families think is possible. And finally, everything is funded by our sponsors and donors, who in effect make this whole thing work. So I really want to thank everyone involved for helping us get this far. It's been a long journey. We're finally beginning to see results.